Spy is broken in more ways than one. Incredibly powerful, spies can destroy an entire team within a few seconds. A trick stab here, little acting there, and a well-timed distraction by your team, and anyone is dead. Then, on the other half of the coin, fail stabs, butter knives, paranoia, pyro, splash damage, hit registration, fall damage, sapper placement, stickies, spawn wall hacks. You get the picture. There are many ways that a spy can fail to get even a single kill. These two very different halves of Spy encompass some of the largest problems for the class. Spy is broken, and I have a solution to fix him. No! It's important to understand why Spy is broken in the first place before offering up suggestions for fixes. I've broken down the biggest problems for Spy into 3 categories: precision, versatility, visibility. Have you ever been the victim of the dreaded butter knife? Ever been face stabbed? What about the curse of melee hit registration? This is precision, or more accurately, the lack of precision present in Spy. As a class designed to be calculated, deadly, and stealthy, Spy needs to be precise. Instead, you get this. While not entirely the fault of the game, errors in precision are particularly bad for Spy. Being in melee range with 125 health isn't ideal, in any way. While some of Spy's other items, such as the kunai or deadringer, may change his survivability slightly, if you fail to kill an enemy with your first stab, you're going to die. This is why precision is so important, because the difference between a butter knife and a backstab is death. Versatility is the ability for a single class to take on multiple roles, either through the use of different items or with different playstyles. Since 2008, all 9 classes have slowly gained the ability to change playstyles by using different items. While some playstyles are extremely similar to stock, others are completely different, allowing for new, innovative gameplay. Spy, however, lacks the versatility that other classes have. As a spy, the weapon you choose has little to no effect on your playstyle. Take these 3 knives, for example. The Your Eternal Reward, the Big Earner, and the Kunai. Even though these knives have vastly different stats, with each, I will get behind an enemy and backstab them. Before you say that this is just how the class works, look at all of the other classes and how they interact with various weapon combinations. With every other class, the items you choose will dictate how you play. Spy, on the other hand, will always use the same strategies. The best example of versatility is the Engineer. As an engineer, I am constantly adjusting my loadout to fit this situation. If we're taking ground, I'll use the Rescue Ranger to move my gear up quickly. If my sentry has a lot of kills, I'll switch to the Frontier Justice to then get crits. If my team needs support more than a sentry, I'll switch to the Eureka effect. If the enemy team keeps blasting my sentries before they're built, I may switch to the Gunslinger or the Jag to get my buildings up faster. However, my choice of weapons changes how I will do these tasks. Compare this to how I play Spy, and you start to see why I say Spy has a lack of versatility. Because whether I have the Big Earner, the Kunai, or the Your Eternal Reward, I'm always going to get behind enemies, stab them, and try and get away. Which one of these players is actually a spy? It's B. But how did you know? Was it where they were looking? Was it something wrong with their disguise? Or was it just simply a gut feeling? Spy, while having both a disguise kit and the invisibility watch, is extremely easy to spot. Player knowledge, visual glitches, and unintentional exposure all cause Spy's sneak ability to be near zero. For a class that is meant to sneak past enemies, there are a lot of giveaways for a spy. Couple this with the fact that the average player has hundreds of hours of experience dealing with spies, and a spy is probably better off just leaving their disguise kit in the trash. Precision, versatility, and visibility are Spy's biggest downfalls. Ideal solutions for Spy are hard to come by at this point. Fixing precision problems might be possible, but out of reach. Fixing visibility in some ways might be easier, but has many of the same problems that precision has. Versatility, however, does have a plausible solution. New weapons! The Mafioso's Mace is an alternative knife for Spy that removes the normal backstab with a mini crit that launches enemies forward. Similar to the Engineer's Gunslinger, the Mafioso's Mace increases Spy's health, allowing for a more aggressive playstyle. The knockback is meant to both provide distance between yourself and the enemy, but also allow you to control where the enemy moves. The Cloak de Gras is an alternative invis watch for Spy that gains meter with damage, similar to the Gas Passer and Buff Banners. While the Cloak starts empty, it offers a larger maximum than other watches. The Cloak de Gras offers a balance between the stock Invis watch and the Dead Ringer. High resistance, but also the ability to cloak whenever you want. I thought about adding other stats, such as splash damage not showing the Spy when cloaked, or a faster cloaking time, but I think overall this iteration fits the game the best. So far, my weapon suggestions have focused on taking the Spy in a different direction. This is because I'm primarily focused on fixing versatility, giving Spy new options to play. But what if I could fix visibility with a weapon? One of the best ways to trick an experienced player into backstabs is by using speed. Whether it's gravity, damage surfing, or the big earner, experienced players often don't expect Spies to be faster than normal. The Tranquilizer gun takes this concept and flips it, turning Spy's enemies into slow morsels for easy consumption. Based on the original gun for Spy, the Tranquilizer gun shoots a projectile similar to the Crusader's crossbow that slows enemies on hit. Giving Spy the option to slow enemies allows Spies to both catch up with enemies easier, but also trick enemies with the new speed difference. The slow also gives Spy a golden opportunity to be used more as a support class, slowing a fleeing enemy for teammates to finish a kill, or even just delay an enemy from getting to the point. This can really give Spy a new, more support-paced revolver. One important note about the Tranquilizer gun is the fact that the original item was scrapped from the game for being annoying. In the original version of the Tranquilizer gun, enemies would be slowed by 50%. Instead, I've opted for the exact slow as the Natasha. Still annoying, but fairly reasonable for TF2. These are not my only ideas for Spy weapons, however they're the ones that I think both fit the game the best and are probably the most viable for fixing Spy. There are a lot of amazing ideas and discussions about Spy items and how to fix Spy already out there. The workshop is full of some great items for Spy, and Team Fortress 2 Classic even has some custom weapons that I think could be really interesting in the normal game. So I want to ask you now, do you have any ideas for weapons that might change how Spy is played? Or do you have ideas that could be put into the game that are just straight up fixes for Spy as a whole? Much like Spy, my videos too could also use some fixing, so if you've made it this far in the video, please leave some suggestions for how I can better my content. It helps a lot when I get feedback. Thank you so much, and bye for now. Spy, however, lacks the versatility